Hey, today I want to show you the basic hack using the buff brush. So this is a really awesome brush to apply your makeup. I would say it's more of a medium to a full coverage brush, but it really makes the makeup very easy to apply. So I'm just going to show you quick how to do that today. I already did my eyeshadow, so we're just going to focus on this brush today and show you how simple it is. So I'm going to start with the small end of the brush here and just go into my brightening highlight, which is like my concealer, and I'm going to put a little bit under my eye on both sides. So I like to do inner eye and then outer eye here, and then I'm just gonna take my brush and gently go back and forth under my eye with any excess, not much at all. Now this is just gonna help me conceal those dark eyes without making my fine lines stand out. Now I'm also gonna get a little brightening highlight for my T-zone here and put it up there, and I'm still using the small end of the brush. Now you'll notice as I put the brightening highlight on, it's really about brightening up the middle of your face. So let's go switch over to the big end now. Now I'm gonna go into my main highlight, and I am going to just kind of put it on as I go. So I'm just putting a little bit on the brush. Now remember, when applying with the brush, a little bit goes a long way. People tend to over apply when it comes to using the brush, so just keep that in mind. Now I'm just putting that main highlight anywhere I might get facial hair. So your upper lip, your jaw, your chin. And when I'm dabbing it in, I am not grabbing very much makeup at all, just a little bit. And then I'm also gonna do my nose. Now you could contour your nose if you wanted to, but I like to just keep it simple today, and I'm just gonna put my main highlight on my nose. Also, your main highlight is gonna go in the middle of your forehead from temple to temple. Alrighty, now you can see I have spots for my lip and cheeks, I have spots for my contour on my face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually use the same brush to contour. I'm gonna use the small end and just dip into my contour and just get a little bit on, and not very much at all. And I'm going to start it along my forehead. Now, if you wanted to switch and say use the detail brush to apply your contour, you definitely can do that, but I wanted to show you how you can use one brush for your whole face look. So this is my contour on my forehead. And again, you want that contour to go back into your hairline a little bit so that it gives you that good coverage if you do decide to put your hair up later in the day. Alrighty, contour on my cheek. I'm still using the small end of the brush here. Now, with contour on your cheek, again, find your cheekbone and go right on top of it, or literally right or underneath it. You don't want to go any further down because you don't want the shadow to be way down here. Same thing on this side, and then I'll go back and blend. So this brush is really great to apply your full face of makeup if you want. Now I'm gonna switch to the big end just to kind of blend it out and buff it out a little bit. So I'm blending up just to give me more of a neutral contour today. I could have left it pretty, you know, like it was if I wanted to, but let's get it more natural. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna do my lip and cheek too. Actually, let's do contour on my chin too. So I'm gonna go back to using the small end of the brush here, and I'm gonna do a little bit of contour. So now I like to find right behind my chin here, do a little line, and then follow your jaw. Now I don't have much contour on my brush at all, just a little. And again, remember this contour you wanna pull down onto your neck, and also make sure you're right on your jawline. You don't wanna pull it up onto your face at all, because you don't want that weird shadow around the lower part of your face. Alrighty, so now let's find a lip and cheek. Today, let's do plum. I really like plum. It is a great color. So now I'm gonna use the big end of the buff brush and just get a little bit on here. Now remember, when you're applying the lip and cheek with a brush, it's very pigmented, so just keep that in mind. A little bit goes a long way, and I'm just dabbing it on till it gets to be the color that I want. So just, you know, blend it till you get the color you want. Nothing too crazy. And it goes right above your contour, remember? Right above your contour. Alrighty. So now I have my whole compact on my face already. The last thing I always like to do, guys, is use the perfector sponge. It is damp, and I like to use this to finish off my look. Now remember, if you used a brush to apply the makeup, you probably used too much makeup. It just happens. So use a damp perfector sponge and just dab out your face, and it's just gonna remove any excess makeup. Now I'm not blending, I'm just dabbing. It's just gonna remove excess makeup and really give you that airbrush look, especially in places where you have fine lines like under your eyes, maybe middle of your forehead, things like that. Like you really wanna make sure that you have the least amount of makeup on to make it last all day long. So again, that was using the Buff brush today. Super, super simple. It is a great medium to full coverage brush to use if you like to apply the makeup using a brush.